हेलो बच्चों, मैं डॉक्टर राधिका अग्रवाल आपको ह्यूमन सेटलमेंट एंड के चैप्टर पे बात करते हैं। व्हाट आर सेटलमेंट्स? सेटलमेंट्स आर द रेसिडेंसेस which are built by the humans on the earth's surface in an organized form are called settlements. According to a well-known geographer, Blash, a structure built by the humans for his residence as well as property purpose is called a settlement. Now we will talk what are the purposes behind a man to build a settlement, or what are the objectives behind a man to build a settlement. In order to decrease the climatic conditions, the harsh climatic conditions of the nature, man has built settlements in order to protect him, in order to protect the food grains and for the storage, from the protection from the wild animals and livestock. Livestock includes cow, buffalo, sheep, goat. Man has built settlements for the social, cultural, religious and educational work. In order to lead a comfortable family life, man builds a settlement. Now we will talk about the parts of the human settlement. They are of two types. Firstly, temporary settlement and secondly, permanent settlement. First of all, we will talk about the permanent settlement. Those settlements which are built on the earth's surface for a very short period of time, or that means those settlements which are made according to the seasons are called temporary settlement. These settlements are made by the tribes of the world. For example, the Nagas, Bushmans, Eskimos, Kyrgyz, Red Indians, they move from one place to another in order to protect, in order for the hunting purposes, they move from place to place. मैं साइड हो जाती हूँ, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. Now we talk about the permanent settlement. They are the result of human development and they are the symbols of human culture and civilization. Now we talk about the types of settlement. On the basis of fundamental factors and natural conditions, human settlements are further divided into broad categories of rural settlement and urban settlement. Now, first of all, we will take rural settlement. Rural settlements' total economy is based on primary occupation. Primary occupation includes agricultural based. Agriculture से mining है, fishing है, collection of forest produce है. All these things involve land utilization. Social values are kept aside. Social values are taken into consideration and individual values are taken side में रखे जाते हैं. Now we talk about the types of rural settlement on the physical, economic, cultural and religious factors. These rural settlements are further divided into various groups. Densely or clustered settlement, they are also known as concentrated, contracted, accumulated or collective settlements. They are closely built and the entire village is densely populated. In this dense or clustered settlement, the entire village is densely populated, closely built है, and the examples of it we found in the Ganga Yamuna plains. Now we talk about the permanent. Now we will talk about the permanent settlement. Permanent settlements are the result of human development and they are the symbols of human culture and civilization. Now we talk about the types of settlement. On the basis of fundamental factors and natural conditions, human settlements are divided into broad category of rural settlement and urban settlement. First of all, we'll talk about the rural settlement. In rural settlement, the main economy is agricultural based. That means they are involved in the primary occupation. Primary occupation means that land utilization बहुत है. For example, agriculture हो गया, collection of forest produce हो गया, mining हो गया, fishing, in which In these rural settlements, social customs social values are taken on a very high moral and individual values are kept aside. Now we talk about the various types of rural settlement on the basis of the fundamental factors like physical, social, cultural, religious and educational factors. These rural settlements are further divided into various four groups. First of all, we'll talk about the dense or the clustered settlement. These are also known by the name of concentrated, contracted, accumulated or collective settlement. In this the settlements are densely, closely packed to each other and the population is very high. They are found in the fertile plains. For example, the Ganga-Yamuna plain, the valleys of Narmada, Tapti and the plateaus of Malwa and Vindhyachal. All these are the examples of dense or cluster settlement. मैं साइड हो जाती हूँ, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. On the basis of shape, pattern is divided into linear pattern. Pattern when settlements develop along the roads, rail routes, canals or river valleys, then such type of patterns are developed. Such types of patterns are found in the Ganga-Yamuna plains, central Himalayan region. Now we talk about the arrow pattern. Such type of patterns are developed at the top of the headland or along the flow of the rivers or between the two water bodies. Such type of patterns are found in Kanyakumari, South India and Chilka Lake in Odisha. Next comes the triangular pattern. These patterns are developed at the meeting of rivers, canals or roads. Such types of patterns are found in Punjab and Haryana. Next comes the turn of rectangular pattern. They are formed at the perpendicular intersecting points of roads. Here they are roads. These are the intersecting points. Now the settlements are formed in the perpendicular. These rectangular patterns are found in the fertile plains of the world. मैं साइड हो जाती हूँ, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. Now we talk about the radial pattern. Radial pattern is found in the northern Ganga plains and in Tamil Nadu. When muddy or tarred roads coming from different directions meet at a place, then such type of pattern is formed, which is called the radial pattern. Next comes the turn of the circular pattern. When rural settlements में pattern, they are in the circular form or it is around a pond or a lake or a religious rituals. कोई religious building है उसके चारों तरफ अगर buildings है, circular pattern में it resembles like a village chopal. There are also other patterns which are in the shape of a star. फैन शेप में इरेगुलर है, लैडर शेप में, बीहाइव पैटर्न में है और भी बहुत से पैटर्न्स हो सकते हैं रूरल सेटलमेंट में वो पाए जाते हैं. नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम्स व्हिच द रूरल सेटलमेंट्स आर फेसिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, देयर इज लैक ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड्स. Only private sector modes are available in the villages, not the public sector. That causes a great problem for the mobility of the village people. Lack of drinking water. Proper and safe drinking water is not available in the villages, which causes a serious problem. People have to move to a very long distances to bring clean water for drinking purposes. Lack of healthcare facilities. In villages, people don't have proper healthcare facilities. Therefore, they have to move to the nearest urban areas to get proper medical facilities. Sometimes, due to lack of transportation facilities, that leads to death also. मैं साइड हो जाती हूँ, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. Now, fourthly, we come to the lack of electric supply. Due to lack of electric supply, village daily work is suffered as well as agriculture work suffers a lot. Lack of employment opportunities. In villages, there is lack of employment opportunities. which creates a lot of problem. Therefore, there is a seasonal as well as permanent migration to other places. People migrate to other places because when there is no agricultural work, then people migrate to other places. Lack of higher education and technical institutes. In villages, we don't have higher education, so the young population moves to the urban areas in search of higher education. This leads to migration. मैं साइड हो जाती हूँ, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें.